everybody, welcome back. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you guys had a great week. Today's video, I'm going to be doing my week 3 check-in for the month of March. So let's see where all of our money went. If you're new here, hi there, my name is JoJo. On this channel, I share with you our family's journey to financial freedom. For us, that started about 2 years ago. We started with a little over $102,000 of debt. We have slowly whittled that down to a little over $20,000 of debt. But our financial freedom journey includes us focusing on paying off our debt. We're also saving and investing. And if that is something you'd be interested in following along with, I would love to have you subscribe to this channel and follow along with us on this journey. As I mentioned, today's video, I'm going to be looking at our expenses for the third week of March. And I use an EveryDollar budget. This is our March budget, and to track these expenses with you guys, I just add the transactions over here and then save assigning them until I come and share that information with you all. I'm going to first start here at the top with our income. We did receive our standard W-2 paychecks. My husband and I both get paid every other week, and we get paid on the same week. So we'll scroll down here, we'll find income number 1. And this income, I estimate it when I'm doing my predictions or putting together my monthly budget. I assign income 1, each paycheck, to be $2,850. As you can see, it came in above what I expected, which is my goal. I do try to underestimate our income. And that was $2,882.27, which is great. Next was income 2. It was deposited on the 25th, and I underestimate this paycheck at $1,370. It ended up coming in at $1,442.49. So we'll just drag that over here. That is it for our paychecks for this month. So my expected amount was $8,440. And as you can see, we pulled in a little over $300 extra for the month, which is awesome. That was it for income. There was no extra income. Next, we're going to come down to bills. We did have a couple of bills that had come in. So the first bill that came in for week 3 was our insurance. That is down here. Our insurance was $177.04. We insure 3 vehicles and a motorhome. The next one was Alexa. This is through Amazon, the Amazon Alexa. That was for $14.99. And the last bill that we had come out was internet. And that's up here. And we unfortunately only have one internet provider where we live. So they charge an arm and a leg because they know they can. So yeah, our internet is almost $100, which is frustrating, but we have to have internet. Next, we did have our monthly giving that came out. That was the $51.10 that I expected it to be. That was it for giving. And savings, we contributed our $50 to the emergency fund. For investing, we had our Roth IRA come out. We're on track to contribute $6,000. So the $6,000 yearly max contribution that you can do. Then we also have an M1 brokerage account. So it's not the tax advantage account. And we contributed the expected $100. And then I do have an UTMA account through M1 as well that I contributed $200. This one, it's showing that I'm over because I did end up making some kind of transfers. I was converting from our Vanguard UTMA account to the M1 UTMA account. And so it shows that it's an additional contribution, but that was just kind of more the movement of the money. But usually every month I will contribute $200. That is it for our investing. Next is variable expenses. So this is where things can, of course, in your budget get really crazy, and that's why it's important to do these weekly check-ins. We'll come down here starting with this Walmart. We do a Walmart grocery pickup. I usually just put it as pending until it has fully cleared in my account, because there is always that lag time with that grocery pickup app. And it was the expected $84.45. And all of that was for groceries. So I'll drag that over here. Then, actually, I'm going to pick up all of our grocery expenses. That was something I learned last week that I could do using this app. So Walmart, there was no split. There was no split there either. 2 more grocery pickups. Okay, that is it for groceries that is not part of a split transaction. So I'll just pull those 2 over. Next transaction is Yogurt Beach. This is eating out and fun. I think that was the only fun expense that we'd had. Oh, no, we did. My husband's birthday was on the 27th, so we did pick up some Dickey's barbecue, and that was it. Okay, so these 2 will be pulled over to fun money. This is a sinking fund transaction, so I'll save that until I'm down in the sinking funds. Same with this. Gas. My husband had stopped and picked up gas at Maverick. Okay, so the next transaction under variable expenses is some stops for my husband, and that was it. He just had that one stop. The next transaction here is for pets. Picked up some fish food, and my husband had bought a fish. He really likes fish, you guys. We have 3 aquariums in our house, so that's a big hobby of his. So that will be dragged over to household and pets. This is a sinking fund. This is a split. Right here, this taco truck. There was a taco truck at my work. It was so good. So me and my girlfriend, we had lunch together at work and stopped and got some chimichangas, and I got like a smoked pulled pork chimichanga, and then I also got, of course, an alcohol-free sangria drink because I was at work, but it was delicious. And I really like to tip well. I grew up with a single mom who was a waitress, so I know how important tips are to service workers. The total came to $19.84, and then I did also order a waist trainer from Squeeze Me Skinny that came to $57.99, and that put me over by $6.01. I am just going to kind of let that be buffered out through the budget. I don't have any plans to spend anything next week, so I'll just be over by $6.01. That was it for me. Next, oh my gosh, you guys. So, my husband had got a Quicksilver card because they had a sign-on bonus where if you spend a certain amount, you get $500 in cash back. And we already have a travel card that we get cash back on. We have almost now $1,600 of cash back on that travel card. We're saving it for a vacation where we're going to be using it for flights and things like that. But we will pay off our cards. They're usually on auto pay. They get paid the full statement balance every month. But this one, because it was a new card, we hadn't gotten that set up yet, and we got dinged with a $25 fee, which is frustrating, but we already got the $500 of cash back, so I'm not too upset about it. I'm just kind of frustrated that happened, but it is what it is. We're just going to kind of move on from it. That's going to be assigned to a miscellaneous fee. And that is it for the non-split transactions. We're going to come to our first split, and that is Costco. So I'll go edit, and I put in the notes how it's supposed to be split. For this one, it's going to be between pets and groceries. So So we have household and pets, and then groceries. I bought some dog food. That was $19, and then the rest of it was groceries. Okay, we'll go ahead and track that. And then we have this eye doctor. I had an eye doctor appointment. I needed to order new contacts. I used to have a flexible spending account through my work. I stopped doing that. My husband enrolled in a healthcare savings account. His work offered that this year, and I was like, yes, I've been wanting to do one. My job doesn't have that option, but I know those are good to have. So I was like, yes, let's get signed up in that. So we're going to be contributing for now, because we've never had an HSA before. We're just going to do $3,000 for this year. And once that is all set up, then I'm going to pull money to cover medical expenses for our family from that. But for now, I kind of just have to have our budget absorb those expenses. We do have a medical sinking fund, but it is not nearly large enough to pay for our yearly medical expenses for our whole family. And it only currently has $29. So that's where the split is. We're going to do miscellaneous, because whatever that remaining after the $29 for medical is going to be absorbed by miscellaneous. Unfortunately, but I know that money will be coming back to me. So miscellaneous, let me see. First it's going to be medical, because I know that's $29. And the rest of it, the $256, ouch, is coming from miscellaneous. Oh, it looks so we're $230.67 over in miscellaneous. Yeah, that hurts. Okay, that's it for splits. Now we're going to move down to sinking funds. This first one is a refund. If you guys watched last week's weekly check-in, we'd gone on a vacation. We went camping, and I had to have cash to pay for our campsite, for wood, all of that stuff, and we didn't use all of our cash. So I put the rest of it back into the bank. That is going to go back into the Adventures sinking fund. And then this other one, this Adventures, my kids were on spring break. My son ended up actually going to preschool. His preschool was still open. We let him stay out of preschool for 1 week. My daughter gets 2 weeks of spring break vacation. So we let him stay out of preschool for the 1 week when we went camping, and then the next week I did still take him to preschool, and that allowed for my daughter and I to kind of have that special one-on-one time that we don't always get. We went and had a girls' day. We got a manicure. I hadn't had a manicure since I got married, and my daughter's never had one. It was a lot of fun. And we also, that yogurt beach purchase you guys saw, we stopped and got some frozen yogurt, and then went to a new park that we'd found. It was really, really fun. But it was $118. Again, I am a big tipper, and the ladies that did our manicure were so sweet. So that's going to be pulled over. Then there was a gift sinking fund. I just stopped, and my husband doesn't like cake, but the kids do. So for his birthday, he took one for the team and blew out his candles and let us sing to him. But I just picked up one of those small cakes that they have. And I only put 3 candles on it because, I didn't want to set off the smoke alarms by putting all of the candles on it. But so my son was like, he's 3. Like, I'm like, no, buddy, I just can't put all the candles on. It was really funny. But that came from the gift sinking fund. That is it for sinking funds. Next is debt. And that is the student loan, which we currently have housed in our home equity line of credit. We do a velocity banking strategy. I will link the playlist in the description box below, and you can find my latest velocity banking closeout video if you guys want to see more about that. We assign $500 a month to it. And then there was also our extra income, because I'd forgot to do that, but I'd had some extra income, most of it from like Poshmark sales and Facebook Marketplace sales. But so far we've had a total of $123.30. Anytime we have extra income, it all goes towards debt. So I need to put that down here. And I'm just going to add it as extra debt payment. And I will pull this over. So that is it for the weekly check-in. Now what we'll do, because if I did have our monthly payment come out towards our student loan, now I need to go track that on my Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so here we are at the Excel document I have to track my debt. Our current debt focus is this top one up here that has SL for student loan in parentheses. I have the minimum payment, the $500. So the equation I have set up in here is subtracting that $500 because if I haven't put the interest that we paid yet over here, it was $59.55. That corrected for the additional interest that we paid. So now, oh my God, this feels so good to see this under $20,000. My student loans were about $78,000 when I started, you guys, and I graduated college in 2010, and they had been $78,000 for essentially the entire time since I graduated college, because all I was doing was minimum payments and just paying interest and getting nowhere. So this feels so good to see. I'm in the teens. There's a teen at the end of what I say with my debt, which is awesome. I feel like it's just gonna go so fast now. It's a long ride. Paying debt is hard. It's not fun, but it is rewarding, especially when I get to see that we've hit another milestone like this. So that is it. That's where I'm going to leave this video. Stay tuned for next week when we close out the month of March. Let's see how well we were able to salvage our cash flow, especially with some of those extra miscellaneous payments, unfortunately. But so far, I'm really happy with this progress. And thank you for all of your support and helping hold us accountable and for your uplifting words every single week. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.